My name is Bill Cook. I go to Sonora Baptist, and Danny Williams is my pastor. A couple of years ago or so, he came to me and he asked me if I would go through this journey, which I didn't know what the journey was, but I found out shortly. I'd been seeking Christ. I felt like this might help me find him. So after a couple of sessions in the journey, I realized that the men in the journey with me, I could have absolute faith in them. And so I had this problem. My daughter is a drug addict. We can't, if it's money, tools, whatever, we have old quilts or anything precious, jewelry, she'll steal it and, use the money for drugs. In 2006, she had a son, and while she was pregnant, she swears she didn't do meth. But she told me later, she said, I couldn't wait until he was born. I wanted to get back on that so bad, and she did. And so we've had him from birth, and we adopted him 2 years ago, and he is a blessing in our life. And she has a daughter also that is 8 now, and we have her most of the time. She stays with us a lot, and she's the same way. They're great kids, and they're a total blessing. But my daughter, I can't say that she is changed, because I don't think she has. But there's always hope. With Christ, there's always hope. Anyway, as I was going through the journey, I talked this over with the men in there with me, and we prayed about it. And they helped me tremendously. And it was, I think it was the second extended prayer session that we had. I went into an upstairs room, and it was totally dark. And I was talking to Christ out loud. I was walking around and just talking to, and I told him that I wasn't going to give up, that I was going to talk to him, ask him until he actually called me. And he did. He spoke to me then, and he said, in my own time, is what he said. After the session, I went down and talked to Danny, and I was waiting for him in the parking lot, and he saw me and came up, and I told him, and I guess now was the time, because we knelt down and we prayed, and like I said, it's an amazing feeling to give your life to Christ. There's nothing else like it. I'm sure that if you're a Christian, you know what I'm talking about. But when I was probably 10, I'd given my life to Christ. I'd been saved. But I always felt I did that just because I followed my older brother to the altar. But after this time, I know that I'm in Christ's heart. I know that he guides me and leads me. And I've given my life over to him. He makes the important decisions, he makes all the decisions in my life.